Good day, journal. Sometimes things feel so dark. Occasionally, everything about you seems foreboding. Sometimes it feels like you're in a movie titled No Way Out, where you can't figure out how to move beyond certain undesirable situations. No Way Out could very well have been the title of your whole life. Back then, once upon a time, not that long ago, you were feeling stuck. You felt lost and stuck in the dark, unable to move, trapped in quicksand, orbiting in a black hole. No, I remember for sure. I was there with you. Me, myself, and I suffered those lonely heart and soul moments with you. Without question, in those times, your outlook on life and living seemed bleak. You were, without a doubt, trying to find your way out of the dark into the light. One could easily say that you were chasing daylight. Still today, that's what you do. Each day is a day to chase daylight. If you're wise, all days are when you pursue the light to stay out of the dark. You must pursue the light with all in you, not to be consumed by the ever-present waiting to pounce on you, sneakily looming heart, mind, and soul darkness. When you say, stay out of the dark, it is not some clandestine racist statement or words intended to convey some demented racialized overtones. Instead, you're talking about the dark places you go in your mind. The reference is those places where you think and feel that all hope is lost, and you ask yourself, why bother? Yep, right now you're living your best life. There is no question about that. But still, from time to time, you find yourself drifting not to a euphoric melody, but wandering off to a place dark where there is only murky space and where time brings a sinister shadow. Your mental health is so much better, but absolved you are not from having dark thoughts or feeling blue. You imagine feeling blue and dark thoughts will be with you all the days of your life. Sometimes you will awake to the thoughts of, why bother? What's this all for? And you might apprehensively and fearfully state as if you are glum, we will never make it. Contrary to popular belief, it was no different when you started to get traction on what you call the next chapter of your best life. Overwhelmed you were at times with so much to do and so many requests and demands from others that it felt like you were not accomplishing anything on any day. In the human essence of clean glass, you weren't imagining that you were not productive. Many days you were anything but fruitful. You only needed to look at your income statement occasionally to see that if income was a tool to measure productivity, you weren't doing that well. It's rare, but at times, you can look at your diet and see that you've lost the mind, body, and soul equilibrium that your best life requires. For you, action means crossing things off to show others what you have achieved. However, when you course correct your life, it's much like sailing. You can readjust the sail and the rudder, but it's hard to initially tell if you're going in the right direction while in the boat. Your life is no different than being a sailboat where both the sail and the boat's rudder recalibrate for a new and improved life. And still, while you are in the boat, looking with your naked eye at the seemingly unreachable destination, you can't tell that you are beginning to move in the right direction. In those moments, it's easy to get discouraged. It seems in real life that you are no different than the version of you that you imagine in a boat and are not getting any closer to your dreams. This is how things go for those who appear to be an overnight success. They go slow. Life moves fast, but achievements move toward you like the turtle, not the hare. Things don't always move like you are in a speedboat. Much of life is like being in a sailboat if you're lucky, but more often, it's like being on a life raft, having to design a makeshift sail and rudder. Today, you are in a much better place than you were only days ago. Your life keeps improving, but it doesn't improve without you first making it up in your mind to see something encouraging. You can't just imagine that you are sitting in the dark and that you are a novice sailor lost at sea. You must accept that sometimes, even the small steps you take mean you are doing the right thing. You are moving forward. You are chasing daylight. Keep on chasing daylight. There is daylight ahead. Troubles like the night don't always last. Trials and tribulations are here to stay, but they don't have to be like permanent blackout window shades. You can raise the blinds, see the magnificent sun rising on your life, and then chase the daylight. Chase the daylight to become the person you always imagined being. Keep chasing the daylight that makes it so that you are a serial, best-selling, award-winning author and renowned global public intellectual. Don't stop chasing the daylight that allows you to exist in excellent health, maintain abundant wealth, and share timeless wisdom. Chase the daylight rather than sit in the dark. Chase the daylight instead of giving in to the dark thoughts that what you hope and dream cannot be so. All things are possible for you if you believe and chase the daylight. The Spirit is the light, and the light is available to you. The light is inside you. Sometimes you only need a spark from helping, serving, and making sure others know their life matters to get your tiny little light to shine, so that you can draw others to see the illumination of great possibilities. Chase the daylight today rather than wade in the darkness. Chasing daylight eviscerates the bleak thinking that you won't be who you always imagined you could be. Chase the daylight and change your life. Chase the daylight and watch the giver of light assist you in bringing your most audacious hopes and dreams to reality. You can wallow in darkness or chase the light. You can keep telling yourself that all hope is lost and you will never reach your best life. Or you can recognize that even though your life's raft is moving slowly, you are moving in the right direction. You are chasing daylight. Keep chasing daylight.
Reflect and write. Are you a daylight chaser? Do you pursue the light with all that you have? I am sure that, like many of us, your hopes and dreams don't seem to manifest themselves fast enough. Does it feel as if you'll never reach your goals, never get to your desired outcomes? Maybe because in those bleak moments, you find yourself out of equilibrium or stagnating. In those times, do you find yourself just sitting down and unable to move? What will it take to get you to chase the light? Now act. Progress can only be made through action. So today, commit to chasing the daylight rather than sitting in the darkness. Your first action step of the day is to write the phrase, chase the daylight rather than sit in the dark, somewhere you can regularly see it. Use this as a reminder to keep moving and not give up. Update the soundtrack that plays in your mind. Stop telling yourself that all hope is lost and you'll never reach your best life. Instead, recognize that even though your life's raft is moving slowly, you are moving in the right direction because you are moving. Your second action step of the day is to write down how you have seen your life's raft move over this past month. Don't worry about how slow or how small the progress may seem. Document your progress, even if it's been minimal. If you continuously feel blue and feel like you are in the dark, we do encourage you to seek the support of a trusted friend. Get up from where you are and chase the daylight rather than sit in the dark. Now journey forward.